Okay, in this video we're checking out another frame from iFlight-RC. This is the Dragon Teeth version 3 frame. It's a 5-inch Freestyle frame, top-mounted battery, and this Dragon Teeth frame has gone through a lot of iterations, and I think in each iteration they've gotten it smaller and lighter, and so I'll show you here what the frame and everything looks like. Still the unibody single bottom plate piece as before, but I think that they just lightened it up a little bit. Here's a look at the top plate here, 2mm top plate. Again, all the iFlight-RC carbon, very nicely cut. That's all I'll see. It's very clean, and yeah, no issues with the cut of the carbon. Here's a look at the bottom plate, chamfered arms, and you can see that the edges are nice and beveled. It looks like, although we have an H-style frame here, looks like they've tried to line up the carbon on the back arms here. See that? I think it's on. It's oriented in this direction. So this arm here and this arm here is lined up. So that's probably going to be the stiffest. And then these other arms here are probably a little bit off center. Well, still pretty stiff. And it's 4mm bottom plate here. So I guess I know a lot of you guys are going to complain that if you break an arm you have to replace the whole bottom plate. Unfortunately that's the case here. But I think they did this to reduce the weight, to keep the weight down as low as possible for a Freestyle frame. Instead of having arms and extra screws and everything, they're sacrificing that to keep the weight of the frame down a little bit. And they've gone with a 3-hole mounting design like they've done on all of their updated designs lately. So I think that's the trend right now, using 3 instead of 4. I'm kind of wondering why they took the hole on the outside here. I guess this little piece here will protect the motor from this side. There are little TPU printed parts here that you can purchase separately that they've included here. Let me see if this one fits. Another one. I think I say this one. Yes. So these little pieces you can buy separately. It's on the product page. You can add them on. I think it's $4 for these little bumpers. And then there's also these little camera protection pieces. I'll show you that later, as well as a GoPro mount. Those are all extra TPU pieces that you can buy. But back to the frame. Carbon is very nice. I think for unibody style, this is probably going to be fairly. I think it's about as stiff as you would expect. It's not very flexy. It is a little bit flexy, but that's because of the thin arms and the way the bottom plate being only 4mm, but it's actually not too bad. And there's a couple more carbon pieces here. You got these for your camera area, and then you have SMA adapter hole for the back, and then this is for the GoPro mount area. And then there's not that many standoffs, but these are like aluminum standoffs in the front and back, and then you have regular standoffs that hold the top plate to the bottom plate. And then of course there's an explosion diagram like they have on all iFlight-RC designs to show the thickness of the bottom plate, top plate 2mm. Yeah, so it shows you where all the pieces go and what size screws you're going to need. So you got M3x8 for this, M3x6 for the pieces in the back. So yeah, pretty easy to put together. Go ahead and I'll just go ahead and assemble this, and I'll show you what it looks like, and I'll give you some measurements. Okay, so here it is all assembled. It went together pretty easily. Just follow the diagram, the explosion diagram that was included, and it came together real easily. Obviously the top plate is held to the bottom plate with these aluminum side pieces here and these metal standoffs here. There's four of them, and then there's 4 of these on the outside. that pretty much holds the top plate to the bottom plate. So it's pretty simple, just screws going into the top and under the bottom here. You have these two side pieces here that create a little GoPro mount area, so you could just use that to put on a GoPro mount, or you could use the one you can buy separately here. Now if you do get this one separately, you can see there's a little slot here on the bottom of this TPU print. So I think this is the front. Yeah, this opening here is going to be the front, and this will be the, no, actually it's the other way around. I think it's, this is the front and this is the back, so the GoPro will slide in from behind, and you're going to have to put this little carbon piece into this slot here, and then put that together between these two side pieces here. That will hold on the side cage to the GoPro mount, and then you run a battery strap through these slots here to hold the GoPro onto the frame. So that's something you have to, if you do get this, you have to do that before you put the top plate on, otherwise I'll take it apart again. I may have to do that, I guess. And then these pieces here for the camera go here like this, and you just use the two screws here on the top and the one on the bottom to secure it to the frame. And these are kind of necessary, even though they charge you extra for these. So if I put in this is a mini sized camera. That's what this is, about 22 millimeters of space between those two side plates. So I think a micro sized camera will fit as well if you use some spacers. But if I line up the holes here, and the camera's not going to let me focus there, but it's about like right there. If I line up the holes like that, you can see the camera is pretty exposed. So I think they designed the frame to have this extra camera protection in there, these little bumpers, because the lens is going to protrude about that much out. So I'm actually going to end up sticking these back on and using this. So if you're going to be using any kind of a mini camera, you're going to probably have to get this. I think if you use a micro-sized camera, the camera might be a little further back. Okay, so here is a micro-sized camera here, and you can still see that the lens is a bit exposed here with a micro-sized camera. Okay, so getting some measurements here. The motor-to-motor distance is about 213 millimeters. The front-to-back distance is about 131 millimeters. And the side-to-side is about 165 millimeters, so definitely H style. Okay, so the weight of the bare frame, no electronics, no other accessories, is coming at about 106 grams. And throw on the GoPro mount, increases it another 20 grams, about 125 grams. And throw on a couple of the battery straps, and we're coming in at 134.5. Add some more of the TPU parts here for the camera mount, 138. And then if we throw on the arm bumpers, assuming you use all those parts, now we're coming in at 146 grams. So if you get rid, that's a big difference of 40 grams there for a lot of these TPU parts, the GoPro mount, the battery straps, and all these other extras, so down to 106. So it's pretty significant. It's about, if you add all those extra parts there, it's nearly a 50% increase in weight. Okay, so if you made it to the end of the video and you're looking for the instructions on the giveaway, all of the instructions are down in the section down below in the description, so please read those very carefully. Note that I will probably pick a winner within the next 2 weeks, give or take. Depends on when I have time to do it. Usually do it late at night. And you'll have 48 hours to claim that prize if you are the winner. So beyond, you make sure that your notifications are turned on, click that notification bell, otherwise you may miss the video. And if you don't respond to claim your prize within 48 hours of the announcement video, then I will have to pick another winner and give the prize to someone else. So if you're interested in picking up this frame for free, the winner will get this directly from iFlight-RC directly. I just need you to respond within 48 hours on the announcement video. I just need to get your information if you are the winner. Anyway, so that's it for the instructions. The more details are down below. Make sure you read those very carefully. If you don't follow the instructions, then you will be disqualified. So wouldn't want that to happen. Please read the description and the instructions down below. Okay, so that's going to do it for this frame review and giveaway video. So if you have any questions, let me know, and I will talk to you guys in the next one.